Good morning. I mean, well, good evening. I do it all the time. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Wednesday night Bible study. I always say morning. I don't know why, but let's see. and listen. Listen to what he's saying. Again, Ezekiel 3:10. We just now started. Moreover, he said unto me, Son of man, all my words that I shall speak unto thee, receive in thine heart and hear thine ears, with thine ears. And to take in what someone is telling. So, for example, somebody's telling me, that I need to, how can I say it? Somebody's telling me that I need to listen to what God is telling me and to do His work. But I choose to say on my own,
like walk down memory lane,
yeah.
but you're looking for something else.
Mm-hmm.
What? Okay. You're looking for something specific.
Something specific. What do we do? What do we do when somebody passes away?
We're not talking about crying. Crying?
We mourn, right?
Okay, we grieve, maybe grieve.
Yeah. We grieve, we mourn.
It's hard for us to accept it, but you know he's in a better place. You know your loved ones, especially when they've been hurt, you know they're in a better place. So eventually you can smile again. I'm a witness to that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can. You can move on. You know.
So with Ezekiel, um, he um, he's going to he's God is going to tell him not to mourn. Now, could y'all do that? Could you not mourn? Not if somebody's close to you, right? So let's just think about this. It's time for me to get up and start rolling. What if um, somebody passes away and God told you not to mourn? Not to. God said, I don't want you to mourn. I want you to go about your day like it ain't nothing.
That would take a lot.
It would take a lot, right? And then we're going to see that Ezekiel either was going to be obedient or he was going to do it his way. It's it would be a hard thing for me. I mean, first of all, people will look at us and be like, what's wrong with him?
I don't
I
know
mean, he's not even born.
why they so happy. See, people, they think different. You know, they see you having a good time, and like, they gonna say, what's wrong with her? Why ain't they? Yeah, they will.
Yeah, they don't like it.
They will.
Right. So in Ezekiel's path, his path was listen to what God is telling me, and I'm going to obey what he said, or I'm going to do it my way. Now, let's read and see. Let's read verse 11. What does it say, verse 11?
And go get thee to the end of the captivity unto the children of thy people, and speak unto them, and tell them, thus saith the Lord God, whether they will hear or whether they will forbear.
Whether they will listen, right? And go get thee to them of the captivity and to the children of thy people, and speak unto them. And speak unto them, and tell them, thus said the Lord. The Lord is saying, the Lord said, this is what you're going to do, right? Either you're going to do it or not. Thus said the Lord, whether they hear or whether they will forbear. Meaning that's either whether they hear it or if they don't. I'm still wanting you to go do what I ask you. So if the Lord is commanding you, if the Lord is commanding you, like he's commanding Ezekiel to move right now, I don't care what they say. I don't care what is going on. I don't care if they listen to you or not. I want you to go do what I ask you to do. It's hard. It's hard. Ezekiel is, is going to either be obedient or not. Now, I want y'all to look at this. I said this last week. Now, we studied Jeremiah, right? Now, Jeremiah was in the south of Jerusalem. Ezekiel was in the north. So they were both tasked to do the same thing. And they were both tasked to be what? Prophets, but they were tasked to do what?
Deliver the message.
To deliver the message. Right. So they were both tasked to deliver the message, no matter what. Jeremiah was told to do it, and people were listening, right?
Mhm.
Now for Ezekiel, he said, all right, well, just so we can learn from what Jeremiah went through, Ezekiel, you can go out, and I don't care what they say. You just tell them this wall is white. And if they don't believe you, forget it. So you know how some of us are stubborn, right? We like, I don't care. I'm just gonna tell you like it is. I'm gonna tell you like it is. And that's it. I don't care what nobody say, I don't care what nobody do. I'm gonna do it my way, or it's gonna be a highway. I don't care. Ezekiel's task. Now we're gonna move to 24. But before we do that, I want you to um look on your sheet, and I'm gonna put it up so everybody can do it. Yours should say receive the message. Okay, you're gonna have to fill in that blank. Receive the message. Ezekiel 3:10 and 11. The Son of Man, all my words that I shall speak unto thee, receive in thine blank and hear with thy what? Right. Heart and ears. So, Son of Man, all of my words that I shall speak unto thee, receive in thy heart and hear with thy ears. And again, he's telling him to take it to heart. Sometimes we tell people don't take it to heart, don't we? We said don't take it to heart, right? But in this case, he said take it to heart, no matter what. The second, let's first go to Ezekiel 24. Ezekiel 24 and 50, 24 and 50. 24 and 15. Someone read 15.
After Ezekiel's wife, that was the topic that's in here. Also, the word of the Lord came unto me saying,
In 16.
16, Son of man, behold, I take away from thee the desire of thine eyes with thy stroke. Yet neither shalt thou moan and weep, neither shall thou tears run down.
Right then and there, he's telling them, also the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, Ezekiel, behold, I take away from thee the desire of thine eyes with a stroke, yet neither shall thou mourn nor weep, neither shall thy tears run down your face. Are y'all ready to do that? Look at what he's saying. He, he, he told him, the Lord said, Son of man, behold, I'm I'm going to take away your desires with a stroke. So he have everyone, people just like myself. But I had a stroke in 2018. Yeah. He said, with your desires, I'm going to take them away with a stroke. And you don't weep and you don't cry. So think about something tragic happening to you, and the Lord saying, it doesn't matter. Don't you weep, don't you cry.
You think he said it because, in other words, I got work for you to do and I need you to be strong? You think that's why he's saying it? I just wonder.
Well, think about it. What he's saying is that you're going to do what I tell you to. Don't weep. Don't cry. It ain't, I don't have time for that. I'm going to do these things to you. It's harsh. And you're going to have to, it's suffering, but you don't weep. Now,
Not even a tear
not even a tear run down. I don't even know if I could do that. When I had my episode, yeah, I was crying because I was like, what is going on? Yeah. What is going on? And not being able to communicate and talk, then I'm like having to get a walker and walk and learn how to walk. I'm just like, no, this is not. And I said I cried sometimes. I cried a lot. Just thinking like I used to do all of this and now I can't do something. It's just like, and it takes you away. It's just like, oh my God, like you take stuff for granted where you're able to just take 2 steps and bend over. And I have to go and they had a thing that was spinning, and I had to learn how to hit again, the coordination and all that happened. It just, and then I would cry. Even I would read and speech therapy, I would read and I couldn't say the words. And I just cried.
Yeah, I can see that.
Because I'm just like, this is something that, wow. So you say you took this for granted all your life, and then now it's going away, and you just like speechless.
You became dependent on so many other people.
Right, right. And it was hard because I'm a military person. I'm strong, right? I'm able to do all things. But learning how to walk again on a stroller, it was gut wrenching. But here he's saying, don't you weep. Don't you weep with a stroke. Yet neither you shall not weep, neither shall tears run down your face. Now Ezekiel had to bear that. Now, God, why are you doing this to me? Father, why are you doing this to me? You think about that? Why me, Father? Why me, Lord? Why? Why did I have to go through? Why am I going through this? Why did this happen to me? Father, I've done everything you asked me. Why am I going through this?
God tells Ezekiel not to mourn over the death of his wife.
That's done.
That's done. Oh, this is like a foretell.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
So we got that part in.
Okay.
No, he's telling them you have a stroke and you're going through issues. You don't weep.
Okay.
We ain't even got to that part. We ain't even got to that part that you took some. Yes. Mm-mm. I mean, woo. Woo. Yes. 17. Forbear to cry, make no mourning for the dead. Father, my friends are dying. And you tell me not to mourn? Bind the tire of thy head unto thee, and put thy shoes upon thy feet, and cover not thy lips, and eat not of the bread of the man. So in that time, they broke bread together after somebody died. We call it what? When somebody died, what do we call it? A repast. A repast, right? So they broke bread. They did sort of a repast. But he told them, don't you eat. Oh my God, I done had a stroke. You told me not to weep, not to cry. Don't shed no tears. There's no mourning. Then now you telling me don't eat of it, don't partake in the festival for somebody that's dying. I mean, Father, what are you telling me? Is it like a punishment? Am I getting punished for doing? Am I getting punished? I mean, put yourself in the shoes where you are now being told by somebody. Don't say the Lord didn't tell you this first, but now you got one of your friends telling you it's okay. No, they're in a better place. We all want to hear that. They're in a better place. I want to hear they're in a better place, right? I want to see my loved one. But we say, he's in a better place. She's in a better place. Let it go. And this is not the time to mourn. God said we can mourn, but at this point, he told Ezekiel, no. I mean, but Lord, Lord, I mean, forbear to cry. Don't cry. Make no mourning for the dead. Don't cry. Don't tear up because that person died. Bind, bind the tire in thy head upon thee, and put on thy shoes upon thy feet. Put your shoes on, cover your lips, and eat none of the bread of the men. I'm hungry. And so in 18, he says what? What did he say in 18?
So I spake unto the people in the morning, and at eve my wife died, and I did in the morning as I was commanded.
Now, how? How can you not mourn for someone that you love? Your spouse, your kids, your spouse, in this fact, where he told Ezekiel, no mourning, no crying, no tears. But I'm like, Lord, this is the person that I gave my life to. I this was my partner, you know, and you telling me don't mourn, and people are gonna look at me like I'm a fool, like, oh, I know he's trying to get, he got that life insurance, he act like he, come on, what, I'm telling y'all the truth. Oh, this person ain't even, they ain't shedding tears.
Yeah, what's he up to?
What's he up to?
They up to, you know.
Like, what's going on here? I mean, he's not crying. He's not shedding a tear.
Are they happy that they gone?
Oh, what is going on? What is really going on? I mean, seriously, if you saw, you, if you saw your kid do something like this, not mourning, they just like, my wife just died. You're gonna be looking at me like they're crazy. Like,
Some questions.
just think what Ezekiel was thinking when the Lord told him not to mourn, not to cry, not to shed a tear. The thing is, did Ezekiel be obedient? What do y'all think? Tell me what y'all think. You think he was obedient and did the right?
Well, if we're interpreting the second part of verse 18 correctly,
Okay, what did it say?
and I did in the morning as I was commanded.
And I did in the morning as I was commanded. But what questions do we have for God? Why, God? Right, these people are looking at me like I killed my wife.
Some people.
But the Lord said, this is what I commanded you. And Ezekiel said, as I, in 18, he did what the Lord said. But I could not imagine this happening to me. This couldn't. Could you say obedient? You couldn't. We couldn't. And when you think about it, I could not be obedient. Or could I? Facing all of this where I just have a stroke. talk, walk, read, write. And he said, don't cry. Don't mourn. It will be torture. I don't know. You know, you say you don't know if you can do it. I don't know if I can do this task.
I can't stop you from coming. He said, not even much.
Now, don't even let a tear run down your face.
Right. No outside expression.
I mean, people, they would accuse me of doing something because I'm not mourning. I'm not sad. I'm just there.
Well, I think I would be angry. I think I would be angry if somebody said, don't mourn, don't cry.
Yes,
It's like, how can you tell me?
not to mourn.
Make me a little,
It would.
little hard.
It would make it hard for me to even think. I mean, for the life that I'm a sensitive person. I cry like that. This is me. I do something like she said. I'm just like that. I'm just like, here we go, here we go. But for God to say, do not mourn. My wife is dying, and you tell me nothing. I can't even shed a tear. Mm, mm. We are. You said what's the biggest? What's the biggest? What is the biggest? What do you? If I'm commanding you, something big is going to happen. So you think something big is going to happen?
You don't get a temple, you don't get a crown.
Okay.
I just feel like that's kind of how it happens.
That something is going to happen good to him because he was obedient, right?
Something will bring him.
Something, okay. And when you look at it, and we take life for granted.
But I think I think God gave him the strength to not cry and stuff. I be telling God, I think he gave him the strength to you know.
I,
I know he's still there. I know.
but I want to cry.
I know.
But the Lord is with him.
Yeah.
He said, do not mourn, do not shed a tear.
That's all.
He said, don't do none of it, neither.
I think he's gonna he gave him the strength to make it through this. I know it's hard.
I'm telling you, I just disobedient in this fashion. I would have tried my best not to be upset, but I just can't help it. But he said, don't do it. And that's after a stroke. We didn't even get to his wife yet. But being obedient to the word is what God is saying is that I commanded you. And if I command you, don't do it. No matter how hard it is.
We're supposed to be happy when people die because they're going to a better place. I said, hopefully. Yeah, we should.
It's
We
the
should,
separation.
but you can't help it.
It's the separation.
Yeah, that's,
We know they wrong, but it's the separation part you going.
yeah,
Missing touch them. Because when you real close, families is real close, that'll be hard.
I mean, it just,
I know it.
we know what he's saying, but how, I mean, he going through some stuff.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean,
Tears run down.
yeah, he says, don't let the tears run down. I mean, like I said, when it happened to me, I had no choice but to just be like, I'm not here by myself. Like, you know, when you are, and I started over.
Yeah.
You know, having a stroke and having to start over, it was, yeah. And then,
Gave you another chance.
so you had that episode too. So,
Oh, that's on my kidney.
oh, okay.
Hemorrhage in my stomach. They come from my family.
Oh,
From the operating, we had to rush him back. It was something. It was.
so to think about that point, and then the Lord's telling you, you're going through it, don't you shed a tear. Don't do it. I mean, it's Lord, why? You put me through this, Lord. You put me through this, but what should I do? You know, if what you were going through, people thought you just doing like this, like, I'm not gonna just, you know, people be thinking you crazy.
They we all crazy. They take the back up there, what's going on?
It's something, ain't it? But you just got here. Look at what verse 17 say. Forbear to cry, don't cry, make no mourning for the dead. Bind the tire of thy head up, and put thy shoes on your feet, cover your lips, and don't eat of the man. Nothing. So I spake unto the people until the morning, and even my wife died, and I did the mourning as I was commanded. Now look at section 2, which is B. We're looking at a prophet who didn't just preach God's words, he became it. Ezekiel became God's word. So number 3 in section 3. Let's see if y'all know where we are. Whether they will blank or whether they will blank. What is it? We
Number 2, number
mhm.
1.
Number 2.
Oh, God told Ezekiel, go speaking to them whether they will go.
Whether they were listening or whether they were not.
That's what you think? I take away from thee the desires of thy heart. That one.
I mean, there.
I take away from thee the desires of thy heart, yet neither shall they mourn. All right. All right. Ezekiel's wife the desires of his eyes was taken from him. Yet he had to obey. I did in the blank as I was commanded. Which one? In the morning? I did it in the morning as I was commanded. All right. So the reflection on this is Ezekiel, what does Ezekiel, let me do this. What is this? What does Ezekiel's obedience teach us about serving God when it hurts? You said trust him in his word? So he's teaching you about serving God. Let's do it again. We already. What does Ezekiel's obedience teach us about serving God when it hurts? Y'all, right, but I want y'all to stand on it a minute.
That he has already instilled the strength within us
Mm-hmm.
to
Persevere
get through that hurt.
to get through the hurt. Right. So God has already given us strength. He's already given it to us to be able to go through the hurt and go through it. So as many times as we have been hurt by somebody or hurt by other people or hurt by something, God has brought us through that hurt. So God is already saying, I've already given you the muscle, the strength to get through this. You just got to push through it. You got to persevere and push through it. As people say, yes, as it says, I won't put no more on you to bear, but you can bear it. So he's telling you that you can bear it.
You can. It's gonna take a while.
Yeah.
You can. You'll bounce back. It just, it'll take a while. You know, you can.
Mhm.
That makes me think of, I don't know if y'all heard the story. I think it happened maybe a few weeks ago about a football player who had come across an accident and this person's car was really in flames.
Yes. And they said the football player called it.
And then, but he ran up and asked the rescue guy out of the car. No, I don't think.
Oh, no, that's a different, that's a different.
Yeah, but it's like, I guess, you don't realize you can rescue somebody, and you're just like, okay, I gotta go take this person. You don't even think about it.
Mhm.
It's like, somebody needs help, I want to get them.
Yeah, yeah.
That's a whole different level of strength.
Mhm.
And, hey, something's got to be done.
Yeah, you're trying to save somebody. When you're trying to save somebody, you sometimes you don't think about it, you just do it. You just do it. Yeah, yeah. I mean, we know, you know, when we see people are hurting, we try our best to make them feel better with our words. But sometimes it doesn't need words. Because you can walk up to somebody and just hug them. And that makes them feel better.
But now, people need a lot of hugs.
Pleasure.
Just listen to what they have to say.
Yeah, yeah. But as God told him to be obedient, no matter how much it hurts. It would tear me down. It just would. I know you're hurting, but I just need you to step up and not cry. I need you to be like, hey, you don't get out of my face. Yeah. Yeah. You don't get out of my face with all that right now. I do not want to hear all that. I'm hurting. my heart is on the floor, and you tell me to suck it up. You know, y'all heard somebody know you suck it up. You might as well suck it up. It's gonna be okay. No, you don't get out my face. Yeah, but that's basically what the Lord was telling him. Suck it up and keep pushing. I ain't talking about the joy. I heard it right now. I'm trying to hear it all there right now. What is this true joy? Is it true though? You know? Exactly. I mean, right now I'm hurting. I need you to be on my heart. I need you to be, yeah.
This is deep, I tell you.
I want you to just suck it up and you know, go about your day and you'll be okay. You'll be okay. And again, we all telling them to get out our face. I don't want to hear that. All right? All right. But, okay. All right. I'm about to ask y'all a question. You got to tell me what y'all think. What would God require Ezekiel? No, I'm giving y'all the answer. I'm not going to give you that answer. Faithfulness means obeying God even when you don't understand his reasons. So, how can you stay faithful? How can you stay faithful? Not knowing God's reason for telling you. For instance, how can you stay faithful? How can you stay faithful?
Trusting the Lord with all thy lean not to your own understanding in all thy ways. He will direct your path.
But you want me to stay faithful, and I don't know what's going on because I need to see what you're talking about, God, before I start believing what you're telling me to do. Because we think sin is believing, not knowing that God is telling you that this paper is yellow. You say, no, it ain't. The Lord said, yellow. No, it ain't. The Lord said this paper is yellow. What are y'all supposed to say? No, it's not. So if I open it up and it's a yellow paper, then what you gonna say? Yes, it is. But that's how we are. We said seeing is believing. So if I see it, I believe it. But that's not what faith is. Faith said faith is something that is not seen. The Lord is going to get me through this. The Lord is going to get me through this. You have to believe it. It might not happen today. It might not happen tomorrow. But eventually, the Lord is going to get back on his time. On his time. On his time. And we try to rush it,
Yes.
but if you have your faith, it's going to come through. So don't go out there and get no doggone payday loan that God said He's going to help you. So get it. All of the time, right? I think, but do not get the payday loan. Just let it. Just try to go about it. Get out of things. Don't come around your payday. I can't wait that. I need some money. I'm trying to go out. I'm trying to go out. So I ain't waiting for much. The Lord said to wait. You do not need to be doing all that. Just stand fast, you're gonna get paid Thursday night. Well, I ain't waiting for Thursday night. It's Wednesday, and I'm going to cook. No, we have our patience, right? We don't even know what that word is. Stay faithful. Stay faithful to the word. Ezekiel stood faithful in the face of adversity. I don't know if I could have done it.
You know, like the people now with them steaks that eat food, steak. But
So look, right now, like you said, people right now with the
stay faithful. It's coming. Oh Lord, my babies are hungry.
yes, I'm going to the pantry, but I need to. It was a guy just on the news where he was stealing food, meats and stuff because he said, I ain't get my business. Look, stay the course. You get yourself in more trouble. I mean, but again, you gotta stay faithful. And I'm not going to say that sometimes we go overboard when we really don't have to. Because if I have 15 canned goods in my pantry, I'm gonna make a meal out of that 15 cans instead of going out here and going to the worker office and going off on people when it's not their fault. But the end result, make a meal with what you got. Just do what you can, go with what you got, go from there. But again, we can't stay faithful to the word, so it's gonna happen. Just go by. You know, one of my friends was like, man, I got $16 in my food stamp card. I'm like, okay, well, bro, what you gotta do? You know, the grilled cheese is, you're gonna get the rest of it. What is it?
You got
Yeah.
You need a packet of Kroger, the 10 bourbon,
the $10.
you can make hammer for y'all.
But hey,
Tell them how to do it.
you gotta do what you gotta do, right? You gotta do what you gotta do. All right, so personal application, what I call personal application. What message might God be informing to you through your current season? Your current season, because what's going on with you right. In your current season, what message might God be informing in you in your current season? What are you going through? Something you're going through. You can write it down. Something that you're going through that God is forming you to just hold on and stay faithful. Now, do you think that you can hold out?
I'm doing good, really. Thank God. Yeah, but you look at people that, like you said, don't have food and stuff, but most of them, and it's totally different. It just,
And as you grow in Christ,
I get my bills paid, thank God. So, I mean, I can't complain too much. I can't complain.
Mhm.
He's taking care of it. I can't say that. But if you look at the other one through somewhere, they probably use houses, down else, so all this stuff going on. But you just gotta pray, you know, praying that thing work out.
Right, right. But you have to stay prayerful, stay faithful, and it'll work itself out. Just don't give up. And that's what I tell people. If you are going through you're in your season, if you're going through some things, just continue to pray, stay prayerful. Stay prayerful. But we get, as we said earlier, everybody's upset about not getting their full amount of taxes. And they're panicking and they're getting upset. And I'm saying, like, your coverage cannot be given. But if they are, then we can help, like, go to a bank. You know, go to a bank. Go somewhere where you can try to get some. Mm-hmm.
And if your church needs something, they shouldn't be scared to ask.
Mm-hmm.
That's where you come in at.
But some people get like, I'm not going to ask the church because I don't want anybody talking about it.
That's what we do wrong. I said, but
It is.
you know, you have somebody that's been, they don't spread all over the place. That's bad.
Yeah.
So bad.
Yeah, yeah. Well, somebody needs something, and now I'm going to tell everybody. But that's one of the things we say. Try to, stay prayerful. Help me. If you're going to help me, help me. Don't help the world tell me that I did something or I got something wrong or I'm hurt. I don't need the world to tell me. I already know that I'm hurt. But I don't need somebody to come back to me. Oh, you need to get it because they told me that you was. I didn't ask you to tell nobody. I asked you to help me. Help me. Hey, help me. All right. We almost got one more thing. One more. Is there an area in your life where God is calling for obedience or surrender? Is there an area in your life where God is calling for obedience or surrender for you? Is there an area in your life that God is calling for obedience? I would say God is calling, have us be surrendered, have us surrender to things that are going on outside of. And He wants all of us to stand fast. Stand fast. And everything will be all right. And if we did that together, we'll be stronger. We'll be stronger. Now, if we come to finish, we're going to finish the sheet on Sunday. So it's just we're going to continue on. Then at the end of it, it's going to come all together, and then we are going to, I want you to think. That's why I want you to write some things out. What are some things in your life right now that you are going through? It's not for all of us to discuss. It's for you to think about. Like, God doesn't want me to be obedient to something. This is what I think He wants me to be obedient. So it's going to help you think about things and how to work through staying obedient to the Word. Okay? Again, it's not for all. This is for you. That is for you. This exercise is just for you. Just for you. going to. And Bible study. And I want to thank everyone for coming and everyone who joined us online. Thanks for coming out and going over Ezekiel 3 and 10, and then Ezekiel 24, 15 to 18. And we're going to finish off the rest of Ezekiel on Sunday school. But again, thank you all for coming. If you, can someone pray us out?
Let's pray. Heavenly Father, thank you again for the time that you allow for us to study your word. Thank you for those who are in attendance, those who are virtual. Thank you for every taste who's taking the time out of every day to share your word with us before we can digest it and use it throughout the week. Be with us as we leave this place. We continue to our destination, home otherwise. We stand glad to your son, Jesus Christ. Amen.
Amen.